we are about halfway to WaKeeney. We stopped at another Love's. We stopped here mainly because I've got a rewards card with them, so it's 10 cents off every gallon of gas, but it did not work this time for some reason, so it's whatever. I don't know if you can hear, but it is windy. I mean, we can tell we're close to Kansas because for the past 30, she's whining, she's ready for us to go again. For the past probably 45 minutes maybe, I've been fighting the wind, and it's not been terrible, but there'll be gusts that come by that are like 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts that kind of sucks. So it's made the drive kind of annoying. You know, I'd rather have this than the snowstorm that we were in, but still not fun. But yeah, we're gonna hang out here for just a little bit so I can rest, and then we're gonna head on. We're crossing into another time zone, so we'll be back to Central. So we're supposed to get there technically in 3 hours, but it'll only be 2 hours for us. So just want to give you an update because there's another thing that we're kind of ready to be done with, because this has been our Saturday. We're gonna drive all Saturday, and then we'll get back and rest and do it again on Sunday.
So much fun.
Yeah. Anyways. Alright, we have made it to WaKeeney, Kansas. You can probably hear it, but it's, I mean, right on the side of the highway. It's a journey, so it gets the job done. They have a cute little dog park here. Hey, I brought you something. Oh my goodness. Shit. Haven't got to do that in a while. Yeah, it's just right here on the side of the highway. Not too bad. You can tell there is nothing. I mean, there's nothing out here. It is so flat and nothing. You know, like in Utah it was flat, but then it had mountains in the distance. Here it's flat, and then there's nothing in the distance. But it's warmer than it was in Colorado. It's probably, when I looked at my phone, it was about 65, maybe 60. Yeah, the wind blowing makes it a little bit cold, but
not as bad. Still not as bad as Colorado.
No, we are happy to be in above freezing temperatures. But yeah, we'll just be here for a night, and then we're going to Kansas City. I say Kansas City, Kansas, but then I realized Kansas City's technically in Missouri, which is kind of confusing. Yeah, for once. Right. But anyways, we'll probably cook some dinner and hang out here. Go to bed early, probably because I am tired from driving. It was a long one. We also passed into the central time zone. We've been mountain since Colorado. So I guess that means technically we lost an hour of sleep. Not really, but it's an hour later than when we left. So anyways, just wanted to let y'all know we got here, and probably won't see anything else tonight, okay? Because we're gonna do absolutely nothing. I'm gonna watch the other March Madness game because I missed the first one. But anyways, we will see y'all on the road tomorrow. Good morning. It is about 10, a little after 10. Bit of a rough night last night. We don't have stabilizers in the RV. I wish we did, but you know, it didn't come with any. Oh, hello. Didn't come with any. So when the wind is blowing, you're rocking. And we never had many problems with it, but you know, we're in Kansas, so it was rocking most of the night. I mean, I finally went to sleep at probably 3:30, 4 o'clock because it was rocking so much. But I mean, it's all good. You know, got to sleep in. I'm glad it's on a Saturday and not when I was supposed to be working. But we are about to head out here the next 30, 45 minutes. We only have about 3.5 hour drive, which is not too bad. And we are headed to our Kansas City West KOA. Also did some research again and realized that there's a Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas because it's so close to the line. So I wasn't too far off. But yeah, we're gonna have some breakfast, let them run around for a bit, and then we will be on our way. We are headed out of WaKeeney, Kansas.
It's 63 degrees where we are, and it's going to be about that warm in Kansas City, so we're in shorts and we're happy.
Yeah. I went out this morning like I typically do to let the girls out when we, don't stay somewhere too long, and I put on a hoodie and long pants, and I was sweating by the time I got back, and I was so happy. I thought it was going to be about 4.5 hours, but then I realized I drove this far yesterday, so we can only have a shorter drive today. It's only 3.5. The only thing that's going to suck is the wind. I don't know how windy it's supposed to be today, but it's Kansas, so it's probably windy every single day. But we'll see. She's going to run in and get us our sticker that we always get. Hopefully they have one, who knows. We set our plans for the rest of the trip. Of course, we've set them a couple times already and have changed them a couple times. I think our plan now is to stay in Kansas City until Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, we're heading to St. Louis, Missouri. Well, looks like nobody's home. Like I was saying, we're gonna go to St. Louis on Wednesday. We'll be there until the 8th on Saturday. And then we're going to go to the Noah's Ark replica in Kentucky. We're just going to drive there on Saturday and go see it. And then we've wanted to stay at a Cracker Barrel. She really wants to stay at a Cracker Barrel.
I want to say though, I want to stay at a Cracker Barrel really bad because my papa, my dad's dad, used to always take us to Cracker Barrel when we would go to see him. He would take our whole family, so it's a very special memory for me.
Yeah, so they allow, I don't know if you know this, but they allow campers to stay overnight. Some do, some don't. Just depends on the specific Cracker Barrel and who works there and their policies and all that. So I'm gonna call them today. Hopefully that happens. If not, we can stay at a Love's. There's a Love's not far from there. There wasn't any cheap KOAs close to it, and there's no reason for us to drive anymore or pay anymore. So yeah, we'll just rough it for one night, and then on Sunday we are actually headed to the Smoky Mountain KOA in Tennessee. We're gonna stay there for a couple days, and then that's only 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes from home. So we'll leave on, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday, not sure. And that sadly will be the end of our trip. Kind of crazy.
We can't believe that it's already time for this. Obviously we're believers, and we believe in the Lord Jesus Christ giving us signs, and we feel like we have had plenty of signs. So I don't know if we said this on camera. We kind of debated cutting our trip short. We went back and forth a lot with it. But the biggest thing that we bought this RV for and wanted this RV for was the trip before our kids to be able to go and see the stuff out west that wouldn't just be a weekend trip. That would be really expensive to fly to. That would be almost impossible to fly to with kids. Like everything from here on out, we can drive to from North Carolina on the weekend if we absolutely want to. So it does suck. There were a few things that we didn't get to see, but also we're ready to get home. We miss our family, we miss our friends, and we don't feel like we're staying out here to see much more anyway. So
yeah, and I think we'll do it again at some point. Who knows when, but we'll do it better. We definitely, I'm sure if some people are watching that are cringing every time we go to a KOA because they're so expensive. We really did it because it's our first time, and we wanted to feel safe and also have a flexible schedule because we didn't really know where we wanted to go. We had no plans. We were kind of on a tight schedule, so we wanted to be able to change them in the middle of the week when we're going somewhere in 2 days. Mm-hmm. There's other RV campsites. There's something called Harvest Host where you pay like $100 a year, and there are wineries and museums and breweries across the United States you can just stay at. But those don't have, a lot of them don't have hookups, so you need to either have solar or they need to allow you to run a generator, which we don't have solar because we don't want to pay for it. there's other ones that are through like Good Sam that you can go to that are actually, you pay the membership to them, and then you can go to those specific ones, which is much cheaper. There's just a bunch of those companies. The most popular one is slipping my mind, but the reason we didn't do that is because they only make sense if you do it for at least a year, because you pay a year membership, and the membership, some of them are like $300. But if you stay for 6 months, I mean, you make that money back so fast because you pay half of the price that we're paying. So we're going home for a couple reasons, and one of the big reasons is money, because we're spending a lot.
Yeah.
And we're trying to buy a house to start our future. So we don't regret it at all, but we do regret how we did it, because we did it the most expensive way. But that's us. All right, that's enough rambling. We're going to go get some food and head to Kansas City. Spend more money. Here's a real vulnerable moment for you. Best part about RV life is if duty calls, you can just pull over and use your own private bathroom and then keep going. Have made it, and it is 80 degrees here in Lawrence, Kansas, and we are very happy. We have missed this weather. It's pretty small KOA. Somebody's excited, you can hear. Oh, a whole lot of spots. There they go. About to get to go to the dog park. Somebody's excited. Got our awning out for the first time in a while. It needs to dry out, you can tell. We're pretty close to the dog park, which is nice. It's just right over there. I'm gonna finish setting up the dog fence. We'll probably set it up right here, which will be really cool, and then hang out for a bit. I have to go to Walmart to get some groceries, but it's only 15 minutes away, so that's not too bad, but feels good to be in a much warmer place.
We're about to go through a toll road.
We could avoid it, but it adds like 20 minutes to our drive, and it's not really worth that. I'll take accept card. Or maybe it's just a ticket you get? I don't know.
I think it says ticket or K-tag, which is probably like the iPass.
Yeah, we don't have that. Take ticket. Are we good to go? Oh, yeah. Okay.
So then when you exit, you probably pay it all at once?
Yeah.
Like a parking ticket, almost. So, we are in, I don't even know if have we filmed in Kansas City?
A little bit, I think.
It is hot, y'all. It feels like we're happy that it's not cold anymore, but it's hot now. And obviously we have to turn off the air to be able to talk to y'all. Anywho, we're staying in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes outside of Kansas City. There's not really, there's two Kansas City affiliated KOAs. One is the one we're staying at, Kansas City West, and there's one in Kansas City East. But both of them are not really inside the city much, and this one was significantly cheaper than the Kansas City East, and might as well just save. I think it's like $20 more a night, which is not worth it. So
yeah, and we're still close to stuff. Like we went to Planet Fitness today. It was only like 15 minutes. So we were gonna go to this place. If you're familiar with the Wilmington area, there is an area of it called the Cargo District. and it has mess hall, and it's got a few like piercing studios and hair studios and places like that. And we really liked it when we lived there. So there was a place like that here in Kansas City, and we were gonna go look at it. It was called the Iron Station. We were gonna go to it and get a drink and whatnot, but we ended up, Hayden actually looked at it and it's closed today. So
it's weird. I know a lot of brewery type places are closed on Mondays throughout the state, but it's Tuesday and it's closed as well. So
yeah,
it's the only 2 days. Monday, Tuesday is closed.
so weird.
And we head out tomorrow, so guess we won't be seeing that.
Yeah. So we decided to, there is a Union Station.
I think this is correct, but the train yard in New York, Grand Central Station. I think it's Grand Central Station.
I think it's Grand Central.
We got there eventually. There's one in Kansas City called the Union Station.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just another thing like that you can go see. It'd be cool to just go look at. And then where are we going? Oh, it's another one of the most popular breweries there called the Boulevard
Brewing Company. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna try really, really hard to not eat out.
Maybe we'll get an appetizer. That'll be our count, because I mean we're still 40 minutes away, so we'll be eating kind of late if we don't.
But it's also only 4:40 right now. So we'll just see. We'll see how everything ends up, and we'll see if we get hungry enough, and we probably will. But yeah.
I forgot to mention where we're staying, which is Lawrence, Kansas, is actually the hometown of University of Kansas. The college is a pretty big college. We actually did not realize it and drove by it on the way to Walmart the other day. I was like, oh wait, that is the University of Kansas. So that's pretty cool. The Kansas State University is, I think, around us because there's billboards all over the place. They beat my team in basketball, so I don't really care for them. We're headed out tomorrow afternoon. I'm taking off half day. We'll be in St. Louis till the end of the week, and then we'll be on to the next ball. So, all right, we got to go because it is getting hot. I'm dripping sweat.
We'll see y'all at Union Station.
Come on, y'all.
Beethoven came back from the dead.
Don't start yet. That is so weird.
I got these open.
You're gonna help? Oh.
We're headed out. It's so hot in here.
I know, you're sweating so much.
God, it's so hot.
That's fine, just wrap it up.